no secret that Florida is home to some of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Unfortunately, as human settlements expand, encounters with these fierce creatures seem inevitable. From horrifying shark attacks to man versus crocodile face-offs, here are 30 times Florida men messed with the wrong animals. Spearfishing can be dangerous due to strong currents, deep dives, shark encounters, accidental injuries, and the risk of blackouts while holding breath underwater. These were all in this fisherman's mind during this day. Little did he know that these would be the least of his concerns. A Portuguese man-o'-war sting is harrowing and dangerous. It delivers venom through long tentacles, causing burning pain, welts, and severe reactions. In rare cases, it can lead to breathing difficulties or cardiac issues. Knowing this makes this next scene all the more terrifying.
Hold on, I got it. Get some? Yeah. Help. No, you're good. It's off. Swim to shore. Come here.
Fortunately, his friend immediately helped him, or things could have ended badly. This group of friends decided using their friend's boat would be fun during spring break. Finally, the day came, and one jumped into the water immediately. What happened next left everyone screaming in fear.
Oh my God, I see it! It's right next to me!
Manatees are harmless, gentle herbivores, but swimmers who panic upon seeing one may put themselves in danger. Sudden movements can cause accidental drowning or exhaustion. Staying calm is important, or you may end up like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Thankfully, she calmed down after a while, ending the encounter. At the beginning of this encounter, a guy in a small kayak, surrounded by boats, can be seen attempting to reel in a large catch. The man has difficulty reeling in what he thought was a big fish. A few minutes into the video later, something extremely horrifying happens. Fishing for sharks is dangerous due to their strength, unpredictable behavior, and powerful bites. A struggling shark can thrash, snap fishing lines, capsize boats, or pull anglers overboard. Shockingly though, even after escaping with his life, he decides to do this instead. It's a good thing he wasn't harmed, because what he did next made this even more unbelievable. CCTV camera footage shows a woman hearing strange noises from outside her house. Moments later, he hears her dog screaming and barking for help. She investigates the commotion, only for this horrifying scene to play out.
Puppy!
If a bear enters your property and threatens your dog, remain calm and avoid confrontation. Secure your dog inside or behind a barrier if possible. Seeing the dire situation, the dad has no choice but to do this. Luckily, the dad reacted just in time, saving his dog from a terrifying encounter with the bear. Schools are designed to be safe, with strict security measures, trained staff, and emergency plans in place. But sometimes something goes unnoticed. A faint rustling in the corner, a shift in the shadows, as something unexpected lurks, hidden from view.
Hang on! Holy! Somebody at the door!
If you spot a snake at school, stay calm and avoid panic. Notify staff immediately and keep a safe distance. Do not attempt to handle it. Staff will contact animal control to remove the snake safely, as shown in this clip. You think you're safe, but danger sometimes slithers under your nose. Fortunately, the staff handled it quickly. Flamingos are often underestimated due to their graceful, almost delicate appearance. But they can be surprisingly aggressive, especially when feeding. When approached too closely or offered food, they may become territorial. Their sharp beaks and powerful legs can make them dangerous if provoked.
Flamingo.
It's a flamingo.
Bernie, you're natural.
Flamingos are often peaceful, but they can be surprisingly dangerous if threatened. Their sharp beaks and powerful legs allow them to defend themselves effectively. In rare cases, as in this clip, they may become aggressive if they feel cornered or provoked.
Aww.
Did you see that?
Whoa,
She okay?
Fortunately, the child wasn't seriously injured from the flamingo's attack. A large group of police officers gathers at this intersection in Tampa, Florida. But something is different. The officers can be seen hesitating to approach an alligator on the road until one of the officers finally has enough and decides to do this. The police officer first ties a rope to the gator to keep it stationary. After doing so, the brave enforcer looks around for an opening until he finally sees one and thinks. Moments later, the officer does something extremely shocking.
Good job, Luke. Proud of you. Just keep the weight on him. Give me one more.
The officers then loaded the large alligator into one of their trucks, which they will relocate later. During a vacation with her family, this lady decides to hop in her small kayak to have fun in the water. At first, her kayak ride remains standard, but suddenly she feels the water around move more aggressively. A few seconds later, this happens. Manatees are gentle giants, but underestimating them isn't wise. They're huge, weighing over 1,000 pounds, and their sudden movements can knock over boats or swimmers. Getting too close can also disturb them, leading to unexpected reactions. Always respect their space.
Cabbage.
The girl thankfully remained calm, but this could have ended very differently. This group of fishermen head out to the middle of the Florida Keys in hopes of catching a large fish to bring back home. They patiently wait in the middle of the ocean. Finally, something comes, but not what they expect.
Oh, he's in the chum bag.
He's in the chum.
Oh my.
Fishing near sharks is risky because blood and struggling fish attract them, increasing the chances of an encounter. Sadly, this is precisely what happens in this encounter, as we see the terrifying great white terrorizing the poor fishermen.
Great white.
What started as a routine fishing trip quickly became a nightmare when a great white decided their boat was its next target. Squirrels shouldn't be underestimated because they can be aggressive, carry diseases, damage property, and display surprising intelligence in outsmarting traps or defenses. Still, some people refuse to consider the dangers of messing with these animals, as seen in this clip.
Here we go.
Okay, he can come in.
Squirrels attack by biting and scratching, potentially spreading diseases like rabies or causing infections. Their sudden aggression can startle people, leading to injuries or allergic reactions. Even though the family isn't getting attacked, they realize the dangers of their situation and are doing this.
Take Trace. There's another one.
What seemed like harmless wildlife turned into a chaotic scene, forcing the family to make a quick escape before things got worse. On a bright sunny day on the beach of Pensacola, Florida, beachgoers and swimmers alike get the shock of their lives when they see something flapping near the shore. What they find is this animal.
Oh my. Babe, it's too dangerous. Don't be doing that.
Two brave men stun the crowd of beachgoers for daring to come close to a big shark. They work together to help what it looks like to be a beached adult mako shark. Luckily, this shark focused on returning to the water rather than attacking.
Babe, let him.
Huge props to the men, especially the last guy who handled the terrifying predator. He saved an endangered shark species, risking his life in the process. Florida has diverse wildlife, from gentle sea turtles and curious otters to stealthy crocodiles and striking flamingos. Its thriving ecosystem also supports rich marine life, as seen when a man attempts to hand feed a group of tarpons.
Gross. Here he goes.
To hand feed any animal poses excellent risks, as these wild animals don't necessarily care about being careful towards humans. And in this case, after a while, this happens.
Bro, are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Oh!
The Florida man pulls off and tries to hand feed a wild tarpon, impressing his friends. Luckily, he doesn't get hurt. Not even a scrape. Imagine waiting all week for a long-awaited trip to the beach on the weekend. You soak up the sun's warm rays and enjoy the sea's refreshing cold waters with your family. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you hear screams coming from the water, and you turn to find this. Beachgoers rush out of the water when this huge shark zips through the shallow waters. It seems to be feeding, and an unlucky stingray becomes prey for hammerhead sharks such as this. The clip ends with the hammerhead successfully feeding itself and swimming away from shore. But who would return to the water after this event? Wildlife preservers in the Everglades work to protect its unique ecosystem. They track animals, restore habitats, rescue injured wildlife, and educate visitors. From controlling invasive species to managing water levels, their efforts help keep the wetlands thriving, such as this.
I got you, buddy. Hold on.
The preservers interrupt an invasive python attacking and coiling over the small Cayman alligator. They disrupt the attack, separate the animals, and save the poor alligator's life, all with just their hands.
You want to wrestle this thing?
Yeah. You know I'm afraid of snakes, right?
No, I didn't know.
Pythons have been a problem for the ecosystem of the Florida Everglades. Luckily, these men are here to capture one. Would you ever go on a python hunt? The Florida Keys are a string of tropical islands stretching about 120 miles off the southern top of Florida. And this group of people who initially thought they were fishing for smaller fish gets a shocking revelation when they hook this. Despite the clear blue waters, this fisherman is shocked that his line snagged not even one of the biggest fish, but a massive shark. He tries with all his strength to tire the shark, but is no match for the shark's relentless show of force. The shark slips away and swims far from the group's boat. After that encounter, it would be necessary to crack open a couple of cold beers. Going to a craft fair, you expect to experience a lively and charming atmosphere with unique handmade goods, local artists, and delicious food. Unfortunately for the visitors in this fair, their experience invites trouble when this happens.
Keep your mouth closed.
In Florida, love bugs swarm twice yearly, especially in humid weather, covering cars and becoming a nuisance. When a swarm of love bugs invades the village craft fair, it annoys the visitors and vendors. But these bugs aren't dangerous. They do not bite or sting. It's just that their sheer numbers can be an annoyance.
Keep your mouth closed.
This scene is not ideal, but it shouldn't ruin your experience. It's just an extra challenge to deal with while enjoying the fair. When this group of manatees shows up at the beach, it invites many curious people to go near. A few are respectful and observe from a distance, but a few are not. One is even trying to get close to one of the manatees to touch it when this happens. The man almost gets run over by the enraged manatee. I never knew that manatees retaliate when their space is invaded. This is one lesson that this man will learn. It is illegal to touch, feed, or chase manatees. So in this scenario, the man would have been in a world of hurt, both physically and financially. While turkey hunting in South Florida, this one particular hunter, while calling the turkeys, expecting to prepare and shoot one, got a surprise when, instead of a turkey being lured, he lured this animal instead. A puma appears from the greenery, locking eyes with the camouflaged hunter. The panther has faint spots, which indicates that it is still young. This suggests that breeding efforts are ongoing, knowing that the Florida panther numbers are nearing extinction. Fortunately for this young panther, it does not engage with the hunter, or else he would have been forced to kill an endangered species. The hunter shows excellent restraint. In this following clip, 7 miles east of Florida in the Atlantic, a drone captures footage of a team of spearfishers looking for prey. But amidst their hunt, the team realizes that they too are being hunted when this happens. The third and farthest man from the group gets attacked by a medium-sized bull shark. Fortunately for the victim, his group doesn't cower and begins to help the spearfisher. Bull sharks are known to attack humans and are considered one of the most aggressive shark species, and they are responsible for many unprovoked attacks. Would you ever swim in waters known to have bull sharks? In this video, we are brought to the point of view of one kayaker who spots a group of rhesus monkeys on their way down the spring. When they notice the monkeys, the videographer gets cautious, and he is right to be when this happens. Off camera, we assume one of the monkeys registered the kayaker's presence as threatening and began hissing and swiping at the group. The monkeys think you might be after their young. These monkeys are known to attack humans, especially when cornered, so it's best to keep your distance when encountering rhesus monkeys. Visiting zoos can be fun because you can see exotic animals up close, learn about wildlife, enjoy interactive exhibits, and engagingly experience nature. Unfortunately, not all zoo visits end in a good way. Watch what happens when this woman gets too close to this flamingo enclosure. If a flamingo attacks, stay calm and back away. They can peck, scratch, or strike with strong legs, potentially causing painful wounds or eye injuries. Avoid sudden movements and give them space. If bitten or scratched, clean the wound to prevent infection. What started as a harmless zoo visit quickly turned into a hair-raising moment. Thankfully, she escaped the flamingo's grip, which left her shaken. Fishing in the middle of the ocean is dangerous due to unpredictable weather, strong currents, isolation, equipment failure, and the difficulty of rescue in remote areas. If you think that's not risky enough, I'm sure you'll think twice about fishing after seeing this clip.
I think he is. And that's
Oh, he is. Look.
What is it?
Look.
What is it? Is it a Goliath?
Right there.
Oh!
You see him?
Oh my gosh, he's here.
Hooking a shark while fishing presents serious risks because of its strength, unpredictability, sharp teeth, and the potential for injury or being dragged into deeper water. As if this wasn't terrifying already, things escalate after this happens.
Holy shit!
Fishing in the ocean becomes even more dangerous when the situation turns wild, with a Goliath grouper devouring the shark they hooked. Spider monkeys are not typically dangerous to humans, but can become aggressive if threatened. Their powerful limbs and long tails make them capable of defending themselves when necessary. Despite not posing a direct threat to your safety, you should still be careful, or this may happen to you.
Hurry up, dear.
Underestimating spider monkeys is terrible because they are strong, intelligent, and capable of aggressive behavior, including biting or throwing objects when feeling threatened. This is precisely what happens after this tourist decides to reclaim his glasses.
See the Hefe tour guide?
In this following clip, we are brought straight into the action when one fisherman manages to hook a 4-foot shark. But that's not it. Something else is in the water, and out of nowhere, this happens. While reeling in the caught shark, one gigantic grouper comes to steal the fisherman's hard-earned catch. The grouper manages to eat the whole shark with just one bite. Groupers are not the kind of fish to mess with. All that happens in just 1 second. Imagine swimming in that body of water without knowing that a gigantic grouper was lurking from within. Aside from stone-cold predators like sharks and lions, one small but often underestimated animal is the Florida soft-shell turtle. This type of turtle is a large swimming freshwater turtle with a smooth, leathery shell, primarily found in lakes, rivers, and ponds, and it uses its long neck to do this.
They are highly specialized for living almost completely in water. As you can see their flip. The flippers.
If you're uncareful around these turtles, in less than a second, you could lose one of your fingers. It's best to avoid them, as they are always aggressive to humans.
Across the road. You always want to be very careful of that mouth. It can do some serious damage. So you want to grab kind of towards the back. You want to lift it.
This soft-shell turtle is quick and ready to strike when given the chance. These turtles are far from slow. While on a nightly fishing routine off the coast of Florida, one charter fishing academy unsuspectingly reels in one enormous fish. The team gets a shock when they realize they just reeled in a massive 13-foot hammerhead shark. Unfortunately, by law, hammerhead sharks that are caught must be released as it is illegal, and these sharks are not harvestable. The company tries its best to take off the hook that is stuck, getting close and personal with the shark. And according to the fishing company, this is the largest shark that they have ever caught. In this next clip, we get close-up footage of a giant 600-pound tortoise named Adolf. He is a Galapagos tortoise, which is one of the largest and longest living tortoises. They often reach over 500 and live up to 100 plus years. But Adolf's age doesn't stop him from doing this. Adolf tries to bite the cameraman, but not aggressively. More like it knows its caretaker and tries to interact with him the way he knows how to. As tortoises aren't exactly playful, but show curiosity and recognize familiar people, such as his trainer, caretaker. This turtle farm continues to breed and raise giant tortoises, as they have for over 40 years. While on a visit to a flamingo garden zoo in Florida, a couple decides to record themselves handling a crow. She has the crow on her arm, when out of nowhere the seemingly relaxed crow does this.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you? Oh, he just stole my diamond.
He did.
He took my
Did he?
earring. Ben, don't hit him. He's gonna.
They initially think that the crow bit her, but it only takes the earring from the woman, as crows are very intelligent and curious birds. It must have caught a glimpse of the shine in the material of the earring.
Diamond earring out.
Where's the back?
Mary, you have it on. Oh, that's too funny.
So you are bad.
I can't believe
Ben, you.
Fortunately, its caretaker is near and pries off the earring from the crow's beak before it can fly away. A beachgoer notices a crowd in the distance surrounding a fishing boat, and the chaotic shouts as the fishermen have trouble carrying the fish they caught. When they take a closer look, this is what they caught. It is a baby shark. They drag the poor shark further from the water, where they pose for a picture, while the shark can't breathe well. Without water, this shark will start suffocating in mere minutes. After a while, and after taking pictures and videos, the people do the right thing and let the baby shark go to swim another day. A couple shoots a funny video in jungle gardens in Sarasota, Florida, wherein upon meeting a peculiar flamingo, it unexpectedly does this.
Okay, it's on. Don't touch nothing.
It starts nipping and biting at the woman's bag, probably mistaking it for food. Or maybe it's doing it out of curiosity. But do not worry, as their pecking doesn't usually hurt if not purely harmless. But it can catch visitors like these off guard.
Learning a new behavior.
The video ends when the flamingo loses interest after exploring the bag and its pockets. Once satisfied with its curiosity, it moves on, leaving behind an unforgettable moment for the couple.